Well, hello everyone. So we wanted to come on real quick. We don't have a whole lot of time before our next session, um, and we want to. There's arrow on your head.
Oh,
Um, we want to talk to you quickly about our coaching certification program. If you don't know much about it, it's an amazing program. Will put you in the position to be able to do what it is we do
yep.
all day, every day.
Yeah, absolutely.
We sit in these chairs, and when we're not with you, and we are coaching via this way, you and us.
Yeah.
And we are certifying others to be able to do that. Interesting thing about the coaching certification program, if you want to become a coach, we're actually starting some classes this week. We've got a class starting next week as well. Coaching certification program includes our signature root camp program.
Absolutely.
That's big. That's very big. That's 6 weeks with us, Lee and Sherry. We are going to also be instructing this class.
What is it that they learn to do in coaching certification? You actually learn to ask the tough questions, but you got to learn to answer the tough questions first inside yourself, which is why we do root camp. It's us getting to know you, and it also is us showing you how to coach yourself out of things that you don't know how to get yourself out of. So it's almost like a, how can I become Lee and Sherry?
They don't want to be us.
Yeah, don't do that. That's not what this is.
This is your own.
Ooh, that was scary.
This is your own thing. This is your own thing. You would be your own boss, your own coach. Interesting thing is you do not have to get on a plane and come anywhere for a coaching certification program. Coaching certification is all online, just like this, you and us. Well, and there may be a few others in your class. Root camp is different. There's nobody else in your class. Root camp, however, is us and you, or a coach and you, whatever you prefer. Online, on video, just like this. Skype, FaceTime, Zoom, whatever it is you have. Wow.
Well, hi, Cam.
Hi, Cam.
Yeah, just jump in the room. Hi, Mom. Yeah,
wow.
That's cute, Cameron.
That's Cameron right there.
He's got his own channel, Nerf Cam.
Yeah, subscribe to Nerf Cam if you want. He's awesome. That's my baby. He's 9. He'll be 10 next month. Look what the swimming pool is doing to my hair. It's fine, but I don't like. Anyway, I'm self-judging. Let's go.
All right. So hopefully that answers all your questions about that. And email us if you have more questions or would like to talk to us about it more in depth at info@relationshipreinvented.com.
Yeah, and if you want to do a 30-minute session tonight about the certification program, we have allotted a couple hours of time this evening to talk about the cert program for those of you. Well, he is smart.
Yeah. Look at it. This is helpful review. Well, I guess we'll show it.
Yeah.
All right. You're welcome, Cameron.
There it is. Subscribe, like, and turn on the channel post notifications. Way to go, Cam. He's 9 years old, totally promoting his little channel.
That's wow.
That's Nerf Cam. That's my son, Cameron. That's legit. He loves it when he gets
we got Coach who showed up.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Cass.
Hi,
Cassie's a coach.
Cassie's a coach.
Cassie's a coach. Cassie, if you got a few minutes, I know you have to go. Let's tell them about the coaching certification program a little bit, if you will.
We should have pulled her in somehow. I know there's a way to do it.
I know there is. Yeah. Cameron's little channel, he gets so excited when he gets another subscriber. He counts them at night. I'm telling you, this kid counts his subscribers. It's unbelievable. He's like, I get 21, now I got 22. How many subscribers do you have, Cam? 29?
I think his last he was up to. So,
yeah. How do you teach about mystical science and coaching? That's interesting because we get it a lot. Here's how we teach to handle that. Obviously, we have a wide variety of clients, right? Wide variety of coaches as well. All kinds of different belief systems. Belief systems, big, right? Just because somebody doesn't have our belief system doesn't mean we don't coach them. We coach everybody's belief systems. So if we have someone, I have no idea about the Catholic religion, little bits and pieces, none. But if we get somebody who's a devout Catholic, I will do some research and follow up on that. So we coach into their belief system. It's very important that we are coaching you in your belief system and what you believe in, not what we believe in. When it comes to mystical signs, depending on your client, do they believe in mystical signs? Do they want validation that they think those mystical signs are giving them? The numbers such as 1111, or I still see license plates and things like that. We encourage them if they feel like, I talk about my spiritual signs, Lee talks about his spiritual signs, what we know. I have established a spiritual sign that the universe gave me when I was younger. So I look for those. I definitely believe in the mystical signs. We just work with their belief system and how to identify maybe what the signs mean or how they're interpreting the signs. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I should turn the bells and whistles off here.
Yeah.
Follow up on that.
Yeah, on the mystical side, what we do actually through the coaching and certification programs, we actually help you see your own thought patterns and help you decide what actually is a thought pattern versus what's actually mystical. Mm-hmm. Once you separate the two, you start to understand what some of the mystical signs actually show up as, or why some of the numbers show up the way they do, or why some of the signs actually try to make you more present. Presence is the key when it comes to mystical things. But if you're too busy in your head, you kind of almost miss that. So we kind of really help you see how you could separate those things and actually see yourself in the depth of what those mystical things are trying to show you. So it's not that we don't want to go deep into mystical. It's that sometimes with all the mind noise you may be carrying, it may sometimes cause static in the mystical information or transmissions you get. Mm-hmm. Hopefully that helps you understand what we say when we're saying we can take you through and get you do these things so you can see them more clearly. Clarity comes from knowing yourself and knowing your own connection to yourself before you can actually understand why the connection shows up the way it does. Right. So hopefully that makes sense.
Hopefully. How much does the certification cost? Great question. Now, here's the interesting thing. We do offer a wide variety of payment plans for this certification. If you're going to pay in full for the certification, the full price for the certification is $4,800. However, if you are a pay in full coach, if you want to pay for all 4 modules in advance and just get it over with and done with, we take $500 off of that. That brings it down to $4,300. However, if you mention this video, even 20 years from now, maybe, I don't know if it's still here, if we're still here, I don't know. Then message us. You're going to get an extra discount off that paid in full. We're going to take another $500, making that a whole $1,000 off of that paid in full price. You can also pay by module. First module is $950. Second module is $1,100. Third module is $1,250. Fourth module is $1,500. You do not get the $500 or $1,000 discount off of unless you pay in full. However, you can pay by module. You can also put, we've got payment plans where you put a certain amount down and you pay per month. So until it's paid off, we have that as well.
And there is an interview process to be coach.
Well, yeah, it's a quick interview where you talk to us for maybe 15, 20 minutes and we get to exchange energy and talk a little bit about what your intentions are with the program and what we look for in a coach and things like that.
Yes, that's part of it as well.
Yeah.
But yes, like she said, there's all of those different varieties. Email, and we can get you more information on that. Cassie said, "Hi guys, coaching certification program is awesome. Transformative. Not only will it help others, but it will also help yourself in a way beyond imagination. Highly recommend."
It's a deep program as well. The program's evolving and going through some changes and just blossoming.
Yeah. And Cassie said, "Gotta run. Love you guys. Offering free 30-minute sessions with me if you're interested."
Cassie is a coach. She's offering 30-minute sessions. She's awesome.
Cassie Blair Coaching at gmail.com.
And Cameron's put up hockey goals.
Yeah, and I also believe Cheryl, I don't know if Cheryl's in here or not, but she is a coach as well.
Yes.
So if she's not here real time, she did just message, I think, down on the actual video. So cool. Well, Cam is just like.
Cam is in here.
He's gaming it, man. He's gaming. Okay, I know. I didn't know it was called TF, though. I was only 15 at the time. I'm now 43.
He was the same one that asked, when you meet your twin flame, do you know instantly or is it a process? We did not know because we didn't know anything about it.
And then we found out.
But we instantly there was some type of weird.
Oh yeah. You know that something is completely different about this person than any other person you meet.
Yeah.
That's for sure. That does come across to you. And then sometimes you're right though. It has a delayed response, and sometimes you don't really realize it until after certain events have to take place in your life for you to understand connection and what is actually happening to you in this connection.
Yeah. How many in the group are in union now? Oh man, I don't know. I can't count how many. I can't count how many people we put through root camp or whatever that have made it to union.
We get responses years later. Sometimes we get responses months later. Sometimes we get responses
days later. Yeah.
So it really depends.
Yeah, and root camp doesn't put you into union. It doesn't. You do that.
And with our root camp, it shows you the connection you have to yourself. And once you start seeing how you're connected to you start to see why the connection starts to show up the way it does. If it doesn't, it just becomes more of a mess until you start to get clear with some things. It's almost impossible to be connected to someone or allow somebody to be connected to you if you know how to disconnect from you, because that's what's brought out in you in this connection.
Cheryl is here. She's a coach of ours, Relationship Reinvented Certified.
This person
coach.
Who asked the question, why don't you email us and we'll give you a free 30 minutes and we can talk and help you through that. Maybe we can give you some more clarity that way. Yeah. The person who's 15 and is now 43. Yeah.
Let's do that.
Okay.
Kim said he was leaving, but he didn't.
What up? Oh, Cheryl, I'm here. Hi, Cheryl.
Yeah,
Cheryl's an amazing coach too.
Cheryl's an awesome coach. And,
I believe both her and Cassie are on a website, relationshipreinvented.com.
For sure.
If you look at the coaches.
Yes. Not in union right now. Is that? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Is that hers?
Well, one, yeah.
Oh, well, hi.
Yeah.
I just noticed her name.
Just remember.
The one with the pink circle, you.
And I think we've actually done a video. Union starts with you.
Union starts with you. We did that video. It's right here on this channel.
Yep.
That's an awesome video. You should check that out.
Absolutely.
It's awesome. And here we go. I'm not in union right now. You know what? And that's okay. That's probably where you're supposed to be right now. And if you don't feel right, if you don't feel like you're where you're supposed to be, get a hold of us. We'll give you a free 30-minute session and we'll discuss it.
I pulled that question in our group, actually. I said, are you who you are in this moment who you'll be when you're in union?
Oh.
And it was very interesting because a lot of people said, yep. Mm-hmm. And then some people are like, well, what does that even mean? It's like, what? If you could be who you're supposed to be when it comes to, when you tell yourself you're going to be in union or that you're coming to union, is that who you are right now? I mean, it's going to cause all kinds of difficulty in how you actually get there, because you get there once you realize you're there already.
Right. We need coaches. We need coaches all over the world. We have coaches all over the world. We have coaches all over the United States. We have coaches all over the world. There's probably a coach close to you or in your area. If not, you'd make a great one. Let's talk.
Yeah. Does everyone meet a false twin catalyst before the true one?
I don't know if
I guess you'll meet false
soulmates.
You'll meet false in you. You'll meet a catalyst in you before you'll meet the true you. That makes sense. Mm-hmm. I think if you're looking outside for an answer for that, the answers are in you, not people that you'll meet, because you can actually.
We do not have any in Hawaii. Sorry, go ahead.
No, we really don't. No. What?
Sorry, I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to interrupt you. What you were saying?
No, that's fine. I think I said what I needed.
I think you were in the middle. I don't know.
No, I think it was good.
I hope. I don't know. Cheryl's also available for 30-minute session. I do that. I didn't mean to, but I did. I didn't mean to cut you off. I don't think we do have any in Hawaii currently. Yeah. We had one in Hawaii, and she moved back into the States.
Inland,
yeah. So no, we do not have a coach in Hawaii. We would love to have a coach in Hawaii because we'd like to have an excuse to come there.
I'm wondering.
Not that there's not enough excuses to come there any damn way, but we would have.
I've got something funny. Mm-hmm. I got a funny one. Come on, can I?
I'm gonna let you try.
Can I try? Okay. This one here said, "I love to tell you guys my story, and I'm wondering if there's a yellow brick road in the story."
Because she's going to the Goodwill.
Oh, come on now. See, I see what I did there.
I'll let you have that.
Oh, okay.
I'll let you have that.
It was like a good one.
Yeah, give us an email.
Yeah.
Info, INFO @relationshipreinvented.com. Don't put one word in there. Relationshipreinvented.com.
Yeah.
All one word.
Yep.
Email us. Get that 30-minute session with us, and there go the dogs because my
Somebody's
daughter just pulled in the driveway from school. And
we got a
they're
few minutes
gonna
before we got to
lose
get to
their
our
minds.
next session, but we wanted to jump on here, say hello to you guys. Anybody got one more question? We can do one more question before we got to go. Oh, Cheryl put, yes, I'm available for a free 30-minute session as well. I'm listed on the R Coaches pages, but yes, you are, Cheryl. Cheryl's awesome.
RelationshipReinvented.com. Our coaches are there.
There it is. Are all twins attracted to each other sexually?
Oh, that's tricky.
Well,
that's tricky. There's a couple reasons why it's tricky.
Okay, which
it's just tricky because you know what, in the beginning, I believe there is.
It's tricky because
some people know who their twin is, but they can't be together physically. Because one might be a celebrity and they can't see to get to them, so it's real hard. However, there is sort of a sexual connection telepathically.
The variables of what's happened to you in connection show up in this connection. And sometimes what happens is, I think, whether it be physical, sexual, verbal, mental, emotional abuse of any kind, sometimes it could be the trigger of why some of those things don't show up necessarily the way that you think they will. So I think there's something much deeper in there that needs to be gone into, because this is an individual connection to self in relation to being connected to another. So sometimes yes could be the answer, and sometimes no could be the answer.
Yeah, thank you. That answered it perfectly. What somebody said.
Variable?
It just goes beyond sexual. It just goes beyond sexual. It's a tricky question because sexual is so 3D.
The word sexual, yeah,
it's very 3D, and there's no.
It's something so different about like when we're together in that way, because I wish I could call it sexual, but it's really much more than that.
Yeah, it's hard to explain. Tricky question. Good.
Yeah, it's a good question, but maybe it needs a video all to itself.
Sure does.
Yeah,
it might need a video.
Yeah, it goes beyond sexual.
We have to get to our next client, but we wanted to come in and say hi and say, hey, we're running this coaching certification special. Get in on it. I'm telling you what, this program will change your life. And you know what? You work when you want. You don't when you don't want to. You're sick. You're fine. You don't have to worry about somebody breathing down your neck, your boss breathing down your neck. You set your own hours. You set your own times. You do your own marketing. It's your own business. It's your own business. You do not have to stay under us. If you want to, you can, and we can help you build your business. That's completely up to you. If you're interested in this coaching certification program and this extra special, which we don't like to run, but we're doing it anyway because we love you guys. Get in on that. Get in on that extra $500 discount, and we're only going to run it until Friday. So just get in on that, and your root camp is included in that.
Absolutely.
Your root camp's included in that, and we're still running the root camp special, 4 sessions for $500.
Absolutely. The last question, I think that needs to be a video. How can someone know that they could be wrong, that the TF is not their TF?
Right.
That needs to be a video by itself. As a matter of fact, for coming up with that, you get a free session with Lee and Sherry. Reach out to them. This today. We enjoyed all of you that showed, and for those of you that are watching, we're still here. We'll talk to you soon.
We're not going anywhere.